Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to USA Global TV and Radio for the episode of Talking Heads. Good evening. My name is Dr. Madelenechan, and I'm going to be with you for the next, well, I always say 20 minutes, but we always end up extending to about 30 minutes. Because on here, first of all, I want to say thank you to our E360 TV viewers and, of course, USA Global TV and Radio viewers. And right now, the stats currently that we are at on USA Global TV and Radio YouTube channel are staggering. I think it's going to come up soon. We're just getting the producer, Dr. Jacqueline, the Chief of Operations and President of USA Global TV and Radio and founder, by the way, yes, of the mothership, USA Global TV and Radio. Currently, we are at, well, actually yesterday we were on about 48,000, something around that. So please do keep on supporting USA Global TV and Radio and Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck's YouTube channel. And we will have the numbers later on in the show. Not this show, but later on USA Global TV and Radio. Right, so let's get on to today's topic. It is The World Isn't Getting Darker. It's detoxifying. Wow, how does that make you feel? Honestly, how does that? Because everyone is talking about, oh, the world is getting darker, big things are happening. But yeah, of course, it seems like it is. And you turn on the news and everywhere you look, there's people being triggered, things that are happening, major upheavals, major weather storms and floods. Because we are in the age, the golden age. We have gone from the Piscean age, which served the purpose of 3D. 3D is about, let's go back to the Romans, divide and conquer, right? The great Romans, divide and conquer. Divide and conquer served us as humanity and the collective throughout 3D. And 3D, which is the matrix, which is the illusion, which is about competition, about separation, about being one-upmanship, having fears, anxieties, fueling fear, winning over something where someone would lose something, having the duality of good and evil. This served the purpose for the matrix, for the 3D, which was heavily seated or heavily centered, deeply embedded into the human, collective human psyche. Now, 2012, we were on the golden age, meaning the golden age began, but not as a physical reality, not the outside physical reality. But if you think about, we have our outside reality and we have our inner world. So outside world and inner world, right? So the same as Mother Gaia, planet Earth. She has her physical body, but she has her spiritual, astral body as well, just like us. So in 2012, her astral body already ascended. She already ascended. So 2012, the 22nd of December, 2012, the first lot of awakener, people to awaken, people to connect to their true soul, to listen to their inner intuition, their inner kingdom, their inner guidance. That was the first group of people, the way showers. We call them the way showers, light workers, but way showers. And then there was more that was to come along. There was a second lot, which was the age of Aquarius, which began 2021. So that the end of the Piscean age really was 2012. But that was spiritually. But then physically, the end was 2021. Ready for to end at the end of 2020. Ready for 2021. Because don't forget, when you add 2024, that's the year 8, which we're in currently. And the year 8, you put 8 onto a horizontal, it is the infinity sign, infinity. And the infinity is the balance of the divine mind and the divine soul. So the mind of the universe and the heart and soul of the universe. So we are in the number 8, right? Year 8. So last year was year 7. Year 7 is about awakening to our spiritual life. So I know it's all a bit mumbo jumbo. I understand that perfectly in every way. And it is confusing. It really is. But what we all have to remember is that once we enter a golden age, any civilization enter a golden age, there is at least 10 to 15 years, 25 years, of purification, purifying the lands, purifying our bodies, purifying our words, our actions, purifying our thoughts. Everything needs to be purified. Everything needs to come up to be examined. So if you think of it like you go into the hospital and they put the scanner on you, or x-ray, and the x-ray zooms in where you can't see with the physical eye, but it has it's almost like another eye, another sight to see what's going on. Now, that's what's happening with us as a human collective. Not only do we have our eyes to see our physical reality, what's going on in the world, we also have another eye that sees things that are just like the x-ray. So just like the x-ray, you can see. So we have our sight and our feeling. So our feelings are just like the x-ray machine. We can zoom in. So everything has been enhanced. Everything has been expanded. Let me see. Okay, so the world isn't getting darker, it's detoxifying. And it looks like it's getting darker. You turn on the news, you see this happening. You see people turning on each other. You see people fighting and protesting as if it's in the dark ages. But what's happening is that everything's getting churned up. Everything's getting churned up at the same time. Everything that was happening was already happening, but we were so consumed with consumerism. We were so consumed in our own personal dramas and fears and toxicity. We weren't actually looking at us as a collective. It was more about our dramas, our achievements, our own personal goals, our own personal dramas within the family, within the workplace. But now we have to look at not only our own personal battles, our personal wars within ourselves, we have to also look at the collective war that's happening. And the collective war really there's no war, it's just getting cleansed, it's just purifying. Some people are actually acting on that even more and fueling that machine. The more that we focus on the world is getting darker, in actual fact, it will become darker, but darker to those who feed the machine. Those that wake up and stay centered and have no judgment, no blame, no gossip, no condemning. If you remain within your center, yes, things will go on the outside world because things are clearing. People are getting triggered. People are having illnesses that normally they wouldn't. The soul is now taking a front seat. That's it. So the golden age is about the soul's evolution. Now, the soul will not put up with any habitual toxicity or substances or certain thoughts that have poisoned your system. The soul can only evolve and work with your truth. The soul cannot work with the masks. Now, the world isn't getting darker, it's detoxifying. Therefore, the masks are off. The masks are needed to be off because it's the masks that hid all the toxin. It's the masks that hid, that was a safe haven. Thank you. Was a safe haven for this poison, this negative entities to grow and grow. Now, once the mask is whipped off, the mask is off, then you're left vulnerable. But when you're left vulnerable, you can have a lot to work with. And you remain vulnerable but childlike essence. When you remain a childlike essence, there's so much you can work with. There's so much you can grow and evolve. It's so difficult to work with yourself if you are attached to self-sabotage outcomes. If you still remain with the mask and are not truthful and admitting that to feel rather than artificially feel. You have to be in your truth. You also have to know that all the answers that you ever want in this new version of yourself is all stored within. And the only way you can open this treasure chest of gems and jewels and hidden talents is by going within, is by having time out from the physical world and go into your inner kingdom. Go explore that inner kingdom, that inner sanctum, that treasure chest, the heart. The heart is the flame and the torch, the flame and the torch bearer of the soul. If our journey is about evolving from human to the being in the human, so it's more of a balance. The beingness, our divineness, our beingness now balances out within our vessel. Our vessel is our human embodiment, right? We are currently all in our vessels. And where every decision, everything that we went through from how we were brought up, our experiences, role plays of people that played certain acts, certain lessons in our life, karmics, then that was needed and required for you to then have that strength to say, I can't take it anymore. There must be more to life. Then you go within. More than ever now, more people around the world are waking up. The world is lighter. It's brighter and lighter. The solar flares coming from the great central sun, embedded into the crystalline grid of Mother Earth, into the womb and the crystalline grid, it's becoming lighter. So it's lighting up the darkness, the shadows, the grey shadows within us. So everything, it's like when you put a torch and shine it onto a dark space, it has like a funnel of light. It has the spot and then the funnel of light. That's what's happening to us. We are all having a torch shone on us. And certain things that we haven't dealt with, we have to deal with. So people are coming in to trigger us. You're meeting experiences that you're saying, well, how come that's come into my life? What has that come into my life for? And then it could be something about something that you experienced before, but didn't feel it. It's almost you dealt with it from your intelligence rather than actually feeling to get over it. So it comes back in a different way so that you can deal with it on emotional, physical, and mental level. So it seems like the world is getting darker because we're dealing with the outside reality, what's going on there. But which is the world is clearing up, she's purging, she's cleansing, she's churning. So if that's going on, also within us, that's going on as well. So within our vessel, that's clearing up as well. So what's going to happen is sometimes you're going to feel okay and have bright, happy days. And the next minute, you're just going to have a storm. A storm, when you're out on a boat, a storm just comes from nowhere. It comes from nowhere. And it just happens, and then you're just thrown and tossed around like this. And that's what you're going to feel. You're going to feel like 4 seasons in one day. So you're going to be on this roller coaster of emotions. Now, the important thing is not to let your emotions supersede your intuition. Because if you let your emotions supersede that intuition, then you won't be feeling the truth. The way you feel the truth will be if you feel this storm is coming, or you feel you're actually in the storm, the eye in the storm, just stop. Close your eyes and imagine that you're actually in the center of it, just calm and centered. And breathe. Breathe the love, the light, and breathe out the pain. Breathe out the feeling that uncomfortable feeling. Just breathe it out. We are all getting triggered. So like I said, we are all in this together. So as well as all of us on the collective consciousness, because 3D is the illusion. And right now, 4D consciousness has now been planted and embedded into our consciousness. So where 4D is where you call the dream world, where you meet bad dreams and good dreams and nightmares and beautiful sugary flowery fairy dreams. That's exactly where we're at. So if we're in 4D, it is governed by your intuition, your inner world, and the soul. The soul has taken the throne. Your soul is sorry, the throne. The throne sits on the throne of your vessel. So your soul is now in command, because we are in the golden age, which is about soul contracts. Now, if you have already pre-agreed to meet certain soul types, you will do, because we're in the golden age. You'll meet your soulmate. You'll meet which can be female or male, or can be family. Soulmates don't have to be on a romantic. You can meet your twin flame, which mirrors your soul, mirrors your fears and your pleasures and your pain and it's just a mirror of you. So it will mirror whatever you're feeling. That soul will also mirror you. It's mirrored. We are also we'll be communicating with the soul. So the soul evolution is about embedding the feeling side of life. We have dominated the intelligent side of our life, and then when the emotions rule the intelligent side, you're in trouble. It's trouble. But the intelligent side is going into the heart The heart is the torch flame for the soul. So that's what we're doing. We're going on a soul evolution where we are doing things that make us feel that we're passionate about, that we love. So whereas we were doing going to work, oh, I'm going to work, oh, I'm writing on this project, I'm doing this, oh yeah, I'm being creative, artistic, yeah. Now it's writing with love, cooking with love, creating with love, singing with love, dancing with love, going to school with love, attending lessons with love, everything with love. For love is the barrier. Love breaks up fear. Love is the conqueror. So it's not divide and conquer. It's unite with love. Ascend with love. Awaken to love. For love is the answer. Love is the key. The world isn't getting darker. It's detoxifying. For you to live and function and maintain your vessel, all in the name of love, it needs to be purified. Love can exist with the shadow, but the greatest love, we are here to achieve the greatest love, and the greatest love we will ever, ever, ever experience is when we start to fall in love with ourself, with our true self. Masks are down. Nobody else has to interfere. You can have a divine communion with your angels and your guides and your galactics. Everybody has a different calling. Everyone has a song to sing. Everyone's soul is to fly. I got these beautiful cards. They're so sweet. I always like little things. By Karen Kay. And it's fairies. I love them because it's just a lovely little design on there. And all these fairies find balance. That's just come out. Find balance. And they have just all these beautiful lost and found. Just if you have, I just love things like this. And just, I don't read tarot or anything. I don't do that. It's not my thing. But I do love things. Oh, there's one that just fell out. But hey, motivation. Magical gateway. Pull this one out. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. It means exhilarate with full exhilaration now on a collective consciousness. Exhilarate from everything that we taught and that we knew from the Piscean age, from the 3D, and preparation for the unknown, to become, to be free, to live abundantly, to have a beautiful, blessed life, to embody the light within you, which you live in the light, with the light. And the greatest light of all is love. It's universal. Love is the answer. Love is the key. Try not to, in these trying, troubling times, remember, there's the war that's going on the outside, which are people that want to, that are certain energies that want to keep us in that old energy. But our evolution is to explore and find out everything who we are and all the answers that you ever require now. They all live within. You just need to take a few minutes a day. Check in 3 times a day, 5 minutes. Check in. If you feel yourself out of balance, if you feel yourself getting, you see, light workers, if you do not check in 3 times a day, or if you do not check in wherever you are, you will find yourself being carried away with these anxiety, with this being triggered by all this collective energy. And it's just clearing and detoxifying. It really is. Some of it is extreme. And we just have to understand that it is as it is. And just know that we are heading for bridging the heaven and earth, to bring heaven onto this earth. For heaven, you're in heaven when you are in your soul's evolution, when you're on that journey. It's all about love. Love is the key. It's not an easy path. Far from it. It's not. And you still will I get tested daily, really do. But the important thing is to be aware of when those certain energies come in and lure in. Protect yourself. And you can just protect yourself by just imagining a golden light around you, or just say, I am protected. I am protected. I live in the light. I live in the light. I could go on to this for ages and ages and ages. And there's so much. I can really talk to you more on this, because there's so much on this. But number one, be true to yourself. Take the mask off and be true to yourself, and take a good look at yourself as well, honestly. And remember, beauty is within. Beauty is not appearances. True beauty shines from within and shines out, and your world and your life will shine, and you won't chase. You'll be in Empress, meaning you attract. You desire and require, and you attract. You hold the power. You hold the key, and the throne is within you. The kingdom is within. You're now on your soul's journey, the golden age. 25,000 years we have of this. It's going to be beautiful for our children's children. So be there for the children, for it's the children that are going to live the true, authentic golden age in all its purity and glory. And we are here to prepare them. My name is Dr. Madelenechan. I've super enjoyed sharing. The world isn't getting darker, it's detoxifying. Wow. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, walk the grass, walk the nature. Have that time to yourself. Check in. Otherwise, you're going to get carried away with everything that's going on in the outside world. Remember, love is the answer. Love is the key. Live and love and learn and love. It's love. Thank you, E360 TV viewers. Thank you, USA Global TV and radio viewers. And start wearing your crowns, ladies and men, because we are beautiful beings of love and light. Bye-bye. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.